How's it going, folks? So it's the last day of the trip into Kennedy Meadows. I'm on my way there now. I think I'm over the last of the hills. But as you can see, I'm starting to get some nice views of the Sierras. I mean, I had a good view the other morning from that mountaintop, but still. And I can see snowy mountains in the distance. Snow! This is a real nice looking little meadow. You wouldn't believe this is still desert. It's amazing. Looks so cool. But yeah, so I'm sure one of those mountains over there is probably Mount Whitney. And we'll probably be there in about a week to climb it, which will be cool. Most people are ahead of me again this morning. Not by like a huge amount, like I think, you know, the last of them head out like an hour before I did, so yeah. And we're not in any particular rush today. I think it was a 19-mile stretch from where we camped last night or where I camped last night, into Kennedy Meadows. But it's supposedly super jam-packed at the moment. Apparently, like, I've heard about this bubble that's been ahead of us for a while. There's been a huge bubble of people like coming through, like build up on the trail anyway. About 60 people a day going through the same spot. But then also, I think it was a week or two ago, the Sierras had more snowfall, real late snowfall, which made it too treacherous for people to go in. So people were getting to Kennedy Meadows and just stopping and waiting for days, or maybe like a week or so. I don't know how long they stopped, but basically what happened is all these groups crammed up. It's like a big traffic jam. And then I heard someone saying, I don't know how true this is, but there was apparently near 1,000 people in Kennedy Meadows at one point. Now, it's been over a week since then, and I think there's been like groups of about 90 heading into Sierras at the same time. So the numbers come right down. I heard yesterday via Guthook's comment, there's about 200 people in that bubble there now. And then there's obviously all those other people ahead of them on the trail. And like all the services are like overtaxed and stuff. Things like Wi-Fi are just not easy to use because there's so many people trying to use them. Getting shuttles and stuff around Kennedy Meadows, because the outfitter and stuff is actually like 3 miles away from the actual Kennedy Meadows area, like the actual little town village type thing. So people have been struggling to get rides to that because there's hundreds of people trying to do it. So we're not in any rush to get there today. We're probably going to stay the night, try and get our shit and move out as quickly as possible, just because it is kind of crammed and we don't want to add to that. But also we don't want to add to the amount of people in the early Sierras, because, you know, everybody will have piled up. So we might actually start catching up with some people that we haven't seen since early on, just because of that. I know Pickles has probably been there for like 2 days. We saw him probably. It was just as we were going into Tehachapi, I think we saw him. He went in real quick, grabbed his stuff and left, because he wanted to get to Kennedy Meadows in like 5 days. I think this was our 7th day. We initially planned to do it in 6 and then have a real short day in, but things like trail magic and stuff slowed us down, so we are on day 7, and it's a 19-mile day, which isn't a short day, but with getting up earlier than usual and stuff, I should still be there around 4 p.m. So it's still shorter than usual. But yeah, so it's not too bad. But if we get there later on this evening, our logic is that most of the people that plan to leave today will have probably left, and we'll have a better chance of getting stuff done. And then obviously the group coming in today, because we got up early and we pushed further, we're probably ahead of most of them, so we'll see how that works out. But it's a really cool view of the Kennedy Meadows, like valley, meadowsy area. It's just like, reminds me a lot of the Yosemite when I was there ages ago. Just like the way the rocks poke out on the top of the mountains and the trees are spread out along it, and it's all like open rock terrain in the distance. It just reminds me a lot of that. But obviously it's not the Yosemite, but it is sort of pretty much the same. I mean, I'm fairly certain the Yosemite is in the Sierras. Naturally, I think it is. So we go through the Yosemite later on, but first we have to go through another couple of national parks and stuff, like the Sequoia National Forest, which will be cool. A lot of big pine trees and redwood trees and stuff there. So I don't think the great redwoods, the massive ones, are where we walk, but I don't know how much of a detour off the trail it is to go and see them. If it's like a day, maybe two, I might go and do it, just because I would like to see me some great redwoods. But yeah, for now, I think we've probably, because I'm going downhill now, I'm fairly certain we've done the uphill today, and from here on out it's downhill and then flat all the way into Kennedy Meadows, so we should be there fairly quickly, and I'll do another vlog when I'm there. Later, folks. And this, folks, is how you know you're basically out of the desert. Finally made it to an actual river with like lots of water. I might go take a dip in it. Hey guys, so I forgot to do a vlog yesterday when we got here. So this is Kennedy Meadows general store behind me. It's got a big decked area for like everybody to chill and hang out and, you know, eat and drink and whatever you need to do. And then like up there behind the car park there's a big area where everybody's got their tents and just chilling. So it's a pretty cool little place. I mean, it's really, really remote and doesn't have a whole lot going on. It has this store and like 10 houses like around here. But yeah, it's a pretty cool area. And then there's about 3 miles down the road, there's the Outfitter and then Grumpy Bear's Resort or whatever, which is basically just a bar. Serves food and stuff. We went down there yesterday to pick up our packages, and we're gonna head down again later because they have better Wi-Fi and better food and cheaper food. And just, you know, it's more chill. They've got like pool tables and stuff, so we're gonna head down there. But this place wasn't too bad. I mean, like if you look behind me, you can sort of see a teepee thing over there. Yeah, up there. That's the fire pit. We had like a big fire going. We had like 20 people around it last night, and we were just doing, you know, the good old campfire talk stuff, which was pretty cool. And we got to know a bunch of other people that we haven't met on trail yet. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a cool little place. But we're glad, everyone's glad to be done with the desert. I think everyone's celebrating and just figuring out what they need to do for the Sierras. I picked up my Catula micro spikes. I got my fudge. But my bear canister wasn't there, so I don't really know what the deal with that is. I do need it, before I go, so hopefully I can get it today. But the deal is I ordered it from the outfitter here, but they don't let you just order and pick it up, so you have to send it somewhere. So I sent it to the same place as my other packages, which was literally across the road. So I'll probably just go and have a look in the outfitter and see if they can tell me where the package is. Probably it might still be at the outfitter, but Southbound's in the same boat, because he did the same thing and his wasn't there yesterday either. So hopefully we can get them today so that we can head out tomorrow. Be a real pain if we can't, but yeah. And then what else? Anything else? Oh, we caught up with Pickles. Pickles has been waiting here since like Wednesday. It is now, actually it's Monday now, but I think he went out to do a little day hike because he's getting a bit stir crazy of sitting around and stuff. He's been out for a couple of day hikes waiting for us around this area, so I think he's out there now. And everybody else went down to Grumpy's this morning at like 7, because they have unlimited pancakes for breakfast. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a real nice little place. But we're finally done with the desert. I'm so happy. Yeah, but I'm picking up a little extra weight now. More gear, micro spikes, power canister. But I can get rid of some water capacity, but two smart water bottles is not going to really offset the weight. But I'm going to carry less water, which will. But yeah, I think we're carrying more food though, so it doesn't actually help. But it feels like it helps. Yeah, so we're carrying more food because the stretches between towns are going to get longer now, because we're in the mountains. We're going to Bishop next, and then I think Mammoth after that. So another 7 days before we get to another town, probably. But we get to climb Mount Whitney within those 7 days. I think it's like 3 days plus a day for Whitney, and then like a 2-day thing into Bishop from there. So that'll be cool. Mount Whitney is going to be super awesome, just because most people have to wait like over a year to just get the permit to hike up it, and then if the day's weather sucks, they have to wait again because they can't go up it. Whereas PCT hikers, you know, get the permit included in your through hike permit just to hike up it on the one side. So you can't go on the main side, which everybody hikes up, but you go up the back of it, and you get to go to the top anyway, which is the whole point. So it's not a problem. But yeah, that's pretty much it for here. Finally at Kennedy Meadows, and we're going to be heading on probably tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow evening, we'll see. But for now, peace out guys, and we're looking forward to the snowy Sierras. How's it going guys? So we're still here. We're still here, but this is Starburst. Met her the other night. She has her own YouTube channel and stuff as well. Do you want to say hello?
Oh, what's up everybody?
So what's the name of your channel?
The Whimsical Woman.
Whimsical Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on YouTube. It's fairly easy to find. But yeah, so what brings you out to the PCT?
Basically freedom.
Freedom! Land of the free!
Yeah, and backpacking is awesome. So.
Yeah, it is. She's right. And yeah, so I just want to do a quick vlog because she's another YouTuber, and she does vlogs and stuff about the whole trip, and they're pretty good videos from what I hear, so you should check it out. I'll put a link and everything in the description, and hopefully you enjoy those as well. And just a quick side note, over to the right of us on the bar is Jupiter, the famous Jupiter. He is yo-yoing the trail this year, I believe. There he is. He loves the attention. He loves it. But yeah, we're just gonna, head out later on in about an hour or so, and then I just want to introduce you to my new friends, Jupiter and Starburst.
Hi.
Later, guys.